Fallout is one of my favorite series, and I've got the platinum for all of the games, except this one. It's a 4 out of 10 and should take around 100 hours, so that's what we're going to do in this video. I wanted to focus on the story trophies first, seeing what else I would unlock as I played. There are no steps for this game, since you can get every trophy at any time, but for this, I had to leave the vault first, being greeted with my first trophy. First trophy, let's go! Challenges are those actions or milestones that you achieve while playing the game, and you'll complete a lot of them without even trying. There are 2 trophies tied to challenges, and here's the first one. Then there's crafting. You can craft basically anything in this game, and this trophy is for crafting my first weapon. The game gives you a camp that you can put somewhere on the map. It allows you to build structures and to sell stuff to other players. Here's the other trophy tied to challenges. It was super quick and, to be honest, not challenging at all.
Broadcast tape issued.
For this trophy I had to collect 200 pieces of junk. This is the type of trophy that you will pop without even trying, cause you need junk to repair and to craft stuff, so you'll end up getting way more than that anyways. This trophy ends the very short Overseer quest line, studying the Responders quests. The Responders have 6 missions in total, with 3 of them awarding a trophy. So here's the first one. And here's the second. I also reached my first level milestone while doing the story missions, popping a trophy. And that's level 10, so 90 more to go. There are lots of bubble hats that give you some kind of boost spread around the map, and I got a trophy when I found one of them. Whenever you level up, you get a perk card that you can equip and gain an ability. You can also upgrade them, and for this trophy I just had to upgrade one to max rank. This is the last trophy for the Responders quest line. In this mission, you take some tests to become a fire breather, which is sort of a firefighter, and find out what happened to the previous ones. And I got this one while walking to my next quest. The Overseer left some holotapes around the map, and you can learn a bit more about her whenever you find one of them. At the end of one of those logs, the Overseer asks you to kill someone because she can't bring herself to do it, and you'll get this trophy when you're done. After that, I decided to take a break and build myself a little house or something to put my stuff. There are 2 trophies tied to crafting camp items, and I got the first one right here, as well as some other miscellaneous trophies before I went back to the storyline. Like this one for crafting 5 pieces of armor. This one for discovering 100 locations. And this one for reaching level 25. I finished the radio storyline right after, and it was definitely my favorite one. After that, I went back to my house, and this time with more resources, popping this trophy. And then, while I was doing the Free State storyline, I got lock number 50 for another trophy. Next up, I had to finish the Free States missions to move on to the Brotherhood of Steel ones. And these quests were okay, I guess. While playing the game, you may encounter some big creatures. I didn't know which ones counted for the trophy and which didn't, but after killing this giant slot, I popped one more trophy. I finished the Brotherhood of Steel quest line and went on to do the Enclave missions, popping these trophies.
Greetings, esteemed Congressman or Senator.
I also reached level 50 while doing them, leaving me with 50 more levels to grind later. For Officer on Deck, you have to find these Enclave events that can easily be done solo, kill Scorch Beasts or kill legendary creatures. You get commendations for these tasks whenever you finish them, and when you get 10 of them, you get a trophy.
Hostiles eliminated.
At this point, I felt like I was a bit under level to the final mission, so I wanted to tackle some side quests before beating the story. There are 4 trophies tied to that, and I had already done one of them previously, leaving me with Heart of the Enemy, Mistress of Mystery, and Queen of the Hunt. I saw that Scorched Earth was active and decided to see if anyone was doing it. It was almost dead when I got there, but I was able to shoot it a few times for it to count for the event trophy. And I was also able to get the Scorched Beast DNA that I needed for Heart of the Enemy. So I just had to go back to Vaultec University to pop it. Then, I went to a series of quests for a Mistress of Mystery. After learning about what happened to them, I went back to Riverside Mansion, got promoted, and got the trophy. Lastly, I went for Queen of the Hunt. For this quest, you have to go to some locations they mark on your map and kill a creature. Then you get a tissue sample, go back to the shack, and analyze the sample to get a trophy.
Analyzing sample. Analysis complete. Knowledge base updated.
After some grinding and DLC content, I was level 65, and I figured that would be enough to finish the last story mission of the game. I did a big part of it solo, and then a guy showed up and we finished it together, making it a bit easier. So I swiped the card, put the launch code, and launched the nuke, getting this trophy.
All systems nominal. Attention. Attention. Launch sequence activated. Launch tube will seal in.
With the story completed, I had some cleanup to do. I decided to focus on everything I could do solo before finding someone to boost the PvP and co-op trophies, like collectibles, events, and some miscellaneous stuff. I got retro now by simply loading a holotape game on the Pip-Boy. Then I went to do the last events that I needed for their trophies. For Monster Mash, I had to wear a mask that dropped candy, kill some ghosts, and interact with these buckets to get more candy. It's a PvP event, but you can do it solo, no problem. Which is good, cause I think nobody does it anymore. After finishing the event, I got a trophy. For Breach and Clear, you just have to kill a bunch of mole miners and collect the items on this huge drill. When the drill leaves, the trophy is yours. After that, I modded 50 weapons for Money of Murder. You can craft and destroy the same mod for the same weapon a bunch of times, and that's what I did after a while. I needed to hack 50 terminals for another trophy. Even hacking every terminal that I could, I wasn't able to do it while doing the mini missions in the game. So I looked up a place that had lots of terminals to farm. Thankfully, I got the trophy after unlocking just one of them. I wanted to go for the bobbleheads and magazines after that. There's a perk that helps you find them, making a sound when you're near one of the items. I just had to look for the spawns and follow the sound to get the bobbleheads, which were way easier to spot than the magazines. I was hunting for the magazines when Death from Above popped up on the screen. This happens whenever someone launches a nuke, giving you the opportunity to get Ground Zero. I was in the middle of a mission or event when it happened every other time, but this time I decided to go for it. For this trophy, you need to be in the blast zone of a nuke when it touches the ground. The trophy guide says that this trophy is a bit buggy, and sometimes it doesn't unlock unless you're right in the middle of the blast zone. I was able to get there on time, unlocking it when the nuke hit the ground and killed me. Then I went back to hunting magazines. This trophy was kind of a pain, to be honest. Most of the spawns that I checked didn't have any magazines, and when they did, they were unnecessarily hard to find. At this point, I had 7 more trophies to go. 8 if you wanna count the platinum. One was for taking 20 pictures, another was for reaching level 100, and the rest were the co-op and PvP trophies. Now it was time to get rid of this, so I looked for a partner to do it with me. And shout out to Rodri for helping me out. First, we went for the kill trophies. Then, we formed a team for the revive trophy, and it ended up being the last team I needed to join for another trophy. I went back to doing events after that, and to be honest, I lost count of how many times I did Beasts of Burden and Safe and Sound. But I was finally able to reach level 100, locking the trophy and being done with the grind. Then, lastly, I need to take 20 photos. This was a very easy one, so I went back to Vault 76 to take some pictures, finally getting the trophy, and then the platinum. So here it is, the Platinum Trophy for Fallout 76, the last one I needed to have all of the Platinums for this series. Although the god says it takes 100 hours, it took me around 80 to get this Platinum, but that may be because I was able to play on a double XP weekend and I leveled up a bit faster. I enjoyed the game, and the level 100 grind wasn't too bad, to be honest. It took a bunch of time, but repetition doesn't bother me too much, and spacing it out was a good strategy to make it feel like it took less time than it actually did. But that's it. Don't forget to leave a like and a sub if you enjoyed, and see you soon. Ciao!